3 weeks ago, I met an old lady, and I was moving out of my house, going to the store to buy some stuff. So when I came back on my way, going back home, I met this old lady, and she explained to me her situation. The sickness that she was carrying with her, and how it was gradually wearing her, and she didn't have any person to help her. And I decided to give her some of the rest of the money that I had on me, hoping that it could make a change for her, and she was thankful. And I felt so touched about this. So when I got back home, and I asked myself this question, that this lady surely had some money passing through her hands when she was a little bit younger, and several times probably. And that should have been the case for many other people that are found in that situation. And I told myself that if I don't want to find myself in such a situation when I get older, with all respect to those who are in that situation, I have to make sure that I get everything right as far as my finances are concerned when I am still young. And I believe that that should be the same for you who is listening to me and who is young too. I'm sure you want to achieve a number of things. You don't want to find yourself in a certain situation when you get older. So it's important to get your finances up to date when you are still young. Get the right financial practices. So in this video, I propose myself to show you a method, an optimal method, an efficient method in which you can use, to manage your finances, in a way that can really satisfy what you're looking up to in life. So I plead again with you to stay attentive, okay? Please give me your attention. Take distraction away. Take a pen and a paper to write and learn. Ready? Let's do this. Hello guys, I hope you're well. So today I'm going to take you through a very simple way of budgeting and managing your finances. You might have heard of it before, but here I'm going to take you through how it looks like generally, and customize it a little bit to tie to the majority of our audience, because we have a lot of students here on the channel. So I'm going to customize it to make sure that it ties more to you, and so that you can use it more easily and have more value from it. So let's jump right into it. It is actually what we call the 50-30-20 rule, and this rule explains that once you get your income after tax, okay, because you use this after you've deducted tax from your income, then you have to divide it into three main pools. You have what we call your need, okay, you have what we call your wants, and you have what we call your savings or debts. So your need should naturally take 50% of your income, your wants will take 30%, and your savings or debts will take 20%. So let's jump right into the first poll. The first poll is all about your need, and if you know a little bit about the Maslow ranking, the Maslow hierarchy of needs, you see that at the bottom of the pyramid you have what we call your needs. Okay, your needs are essentially what should be present for you to live at least a decent life. So in your needs you have your rent, okay, because you need to live. You need to live somewhere. It's not very fun living outside there, and you can see with your own eyes all those people who do not have a place to live. It's really, really terrible. So you need to have a rent, okay? You need to pay your rent. You need to have some place to live. You need to have electricity. Today, practically all of our gadgets, or what we use to facilitate our lives, needs electricity and gas too, because you've seen I've put a bar and put gas. You need to cook, and even for some of you who might be living in cold countries, you need gas for the heater. So the gas and the electricity are extremely important. You need them. Next, you need transportation, okay? You need to move from one place to the other. It can be to move out, to go to the market, to the shop, to buy some stuff. So you might need to move out to go to work, or you might need to move out for a visit, or just for relaxation sake. So whether you have a car or not, you need to pay for transport. Whether it is a taxi or you have a car, you need to pay for fuel and all that goes with it. Next, you have your insurance, okay? I know that practically in a lot of African countries, you do not have insurance. At least most of the population do not have an insurance. But from later experience, I believe that insurance is actually a need. It is fundamental, and it should be present. Okay, we need an insurance. We all need an insurance. So the insurance will really help you in terms, in case you have a problem. Maybe your house burns down, or you have a wound, or something of the type. Okay, you definitely need an insurance. The next thing is the food. Okay, we all need to eat if we want to survive. Okay, I don't think we have much to say about this. Okay, be it food and water. Okay, I put all of that together. And as last, we need internet. Today practically all that we have to do is involved with internet. We need internet. It is actually essential. I find it a little bit unfortunate, but from all indications, we definitely need internet. So I will include it in our needs. In the next poll, we talk about your wants. Okay, your wants are essentially what you might not need. Okay, you don't necessarily need them. As if I'm to give a definition of this, it is essentially things that if they aren't present, you won't die. Okay, you won't die even if they are not there. So in the ones, I place things like shopping. Okay, people like shopping, love shopping. So you can permit yourself to have a shopping. You have holidays. Some people, after a lot of work and all the stuff, maybe they need to have a holidays. Now the type of holidays differs. Okay, so you might need holidays that tie best to your situation. So some people like having holidays as want. Next, in the poll, I put Netflix and Amazon Prime. A lot of people who like keeping themselves on taps about any new movies or anything of the sort. So they would like to have a Netflix. I personally do not have a Netflix. I don't have much use for it, but there are a lot of people that want to have a Netflix or an Amazon Prime. Next, we talk about dining out with friends. Okay, some people like moving out with friends. Maybe on the weekends, they feel like, okay, I want to have some good time with a friend, or maybe with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend. They want to go out, dine together, and have fun. And last, I put clubs. Okay, this is to tie a little bit to students too, because what I've mentioned so far also ties with students like a lot of shopping, holiday, Netflix, and dining out and going to the clubs. I personally don't go to the clubs, but that's another debate. I'm not going to enter into it, but I understand that there's some other people who wants to go to clubs, so that will be placed in once. And you should make sure that all of this, no matter how much of it is, okay, some of you, it might be just one of it or two of them. Okay, make sure that amounts to just 30% of your budget. Then we come to the last poll, which is all about your savings or debts. Okay, you see that I put in slash debts because I believe that at the beginning of your budgeting, if you're budgeting and you're in your first days or in your first weeks of budgeting, probably if you have some money that you owe some people, you will dedicate this 20% left to pay first. Okay, I'll really advise to dedicate the whole of this 20% to pay first your debts, so that subsequently you can now keep those 20% as savings. Okay, savings that you can use maybe for reinvestment purpose, or maybe for your when you're at the end, you see, as you grow, you might want to keep them for the sake of maybe kind of sinking fund too. So that is what your savings will account for. So these are essentially the polls and what you can find into it. Now, in terms of bonus, okay, I want to give you a little bonus. Yeah, because I believe that we can go back to the level of your need. The first bonus that I want to give you, is that your rent. Okay, make sure that your rent isn't too much. Okay, because some people have rent which already take the 50% of their income. That is not good. If that happens, it means that you're already living above your living standard, above your possibility of having a decent life. So if you're in a place where your rent is too much, I will advise you to move away from that place and find a cheaper place. Okay, it might be just for a while, but you can move from a cheaper place so that you can reduce your amount and in that. Okay, the next thing I want to tackle a little bit is in terms of bonus for you is at the level of your wants. At the beginning, when you're still young, I believe that you should put much effort into investing and developing activities that will generate you money. Then by that time, I will really advise you maybe to cancel your wants. Okay, it's just in my just before for a short while, okay, for some months or maybe for a year or two, so that in subsequent years you can have much more money and enjoy all of these things. So that's what I'll really really advise you to do. That's what I do, and I really see results in this. So equally, in the case of a student, as far as your needs are concerned, some of you, if you're on scholarship or you live on campus, probably your rent, your electricity, your transport, your insurance, food, and internet are being catered for. So what you need actually is that the money that comes, uh, instead just use it for reinvestment sake. Okay, for reinvestment sake, I believe that it can be much more helpful, especially if you are on scholarship and you've got money just for food. Make sure that your food that you eat well, but that you still keep enough money to reinvest or keep them as a sinking fund. You never know. So this is actually the 50/30 20 rule, and I really hope that it can really help you. It has been helpful to me at the beginning, because in my training program I have a much more advanced form of budgeting, which helps you to go far, 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 faster and in a more efficient way. So if you're really interested into going further, and accessing this formula, and which I came up with and has been showing extraordinary results, I will invite you to let me a comment, and so that I can follow up on you. But that's it for the time, for the time being, and yeah, hope it helps you. So that's it. I hope you've got some value from this. What I would advise you to do is to start really applying what you just listen to, what you just learned, okay? Because that's the most important thing. Apart from listening, it's good to listen to have the knowledge, but now start applying it practically, and I'm sure by then you will start having the results that you want to see in your life. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can go about to manage your time, because for you to actually know how to manage your money in the best way possible, you need to know how to manage your time, and all of those are related. And if you've seen from the beginning about the video, how to come up with your objectives, how to come up with your an optimal way to manage your time, and now how to manage your money. All of these are connected, and in the next video I'm going to share with you how you can go about to manage your time in the most efficient way possible, and I'm sure you'll be getting a lot of value from it. So for the time being, please leave a comment, um, it, something that might not be enough raised and that you think should is important to raise. Give your opinion. I will read them, and I'll definitely respond to them. I would love to learn from you too. I'm not a know-it-all, okay? And I'm sure I can learn a lot from you. So put a comment in the comment section, put a like button, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, so that you can have much more valuable content like this. See you. Ciao.